You know what's truly strange? Right now, as you're listening to this, there's a good chance you're carrying a weight, an invisible weight. So familiar, you don't even notice it anymore. It's the weight of all the expectations placed upon you. And here's the part nobody talks about. You probably woke up today not thinking, what do I want to do? But rather, what will they think if I do this? Not what would make me happy, but what's expected of me. Your choices today, what you wore, what you ate, how you responded to that message. How many of those decisions were actually yours? And how many were made by a version of you that's constantly calculating, adjusting, performing for an invisible audience? You play this game every single day, the pleasing game. Your family expects one thing, your boss expects another, your friends have their expectations, and even strangers on the internet somehow have power over how you feel about yourself. And in the middle of all this, there's a question you might be afraid to ask. Are you living your life? Or are you just acting in a role that other people wrote for you? A role you don't even remember accepting. You just woke up one day and you were on stage, and nobody told you that you could leave. But there is an exit door. It's always been there. Most people never walk through it, because on the other side of that door, there's something that scares them more than living for others. The freedom to live for yourself. Think of it as a prison, but not a prison with guards and walls. A prison made of expectations. Each expectation is a bar. Your parents wanted you to be successful. That's a bar. Society says you need to look a certain way, behave a certain way, achieve certain things by a certain age. More bars. And then you have your own expectations. You should be strong, productive, perfect, never fail, never show weakness. And suddenly you're in a cage you built yourself with other people's hands. And here's the first real danger. You spent so much time performing for this imaginary audience that you forgot something fundamental. Most of them aren't even watching. They're too busy with their own lives, their own insecurities, their own performances. You're on stage, rehearsing lines, adjusting your posture, making sure every gesture is perfect. And the audience? The audience left to get coffee, but you keep performing because you don't even remember anymore what it's like not to perform. You became the role. And the question that paralyzes you is this. If I disappoint everyone, if I stop being what they expect, who am I? And that question is so terrifying that you'd rather keep carrying the weight. At least it's a familiar weight. But there's a second danger here. And this one's more subtle. It's guilt. Guilt was installed in you as an emotional control system. Someone at some point taught you that being authentic is selfish, that choosing yourself is abandoning others, that saying no makes you a bad person. And this system is so efficient that you don't even need other people to control you anymore. You control yourself. You think about doing something for you, and immediately you feel the guilt rising, like an alarm, saying, no, you can't. What about other people? You'll hurt them, you're selfish. And you pull back, return to the cage, lock the door from inside, and keep carrying the weight. But see, there's a moment, a breaking point. And for many people, this moment doesn't come as a dramatic revelation. It's exhaustion. An exhaustion so deep, so complete, that something inside you finally says enough. I can't anymore. And from that exhaustion, strangely, comes clarity. Because when you're too exhausted to perform, when you don't have energy for the masks anymore, something true finally emerges. And you make a choice, maybe small, maybe big, but it's a choice that's completely yours, not theirs, yours. And in that moment, you walk through the door. And here's the uncomfortable truth nobody prepares you for. When you free yourself from their expectations, some people will walk away. You will disappoint people. You'll be called selfish. Some relationships you thought were solid will dissolve. And that hurts. But here's what you need to understand. Those relationships weren't based on you. They were based on your performance, on the version of you that contorted to fit their expectations. They didn't love you. They loved the role you played. And when you dropped the role, the illusion shattered. And that's not loss. That's revelation. And there's a profound paradox here. You're going to disappoint people. That's inevitable. Even when you try to please everyone, when you sacrifice yourself, when you perform perfectly, someone will still be unsatisfied. There's always someone who expected more, expected different, expected something you can't give. So disappointment is inevitable. If you're going to disappoint people anyway, why not do it being yourself? Why not live your truth instead of living a lie that still disappoints someone? At least when you're authentic, the disappointments happen for real reasons. And when you finally make that choice, when you finally let go of the burden of others' expectations, something unexpected happens. The right people show up, people who don't need you to perform, people who love you being exactly who you are, with your flaws, with your weirdness, with your inconvenient truths. Those people were always there, but you were too busy performing to notice. And the wrong people, they disappear. And that's not loss. That's cleansing. It's space being created for real connections. Now, let me be very clear about something. Freeing yourself from expectations doesn't mean becoming a hermit. It doesn't mean burning all bridges. It means radical honesty. It means being able to say, I can't without apologizing for 3 paragraphs. It means saying I don't want to without inventing elaborate excuses. It means saying that's not for me and letting the sentence rest in the air, complete, without justifications. It's the lightness of not having to carry different masks for different people. You're just you. And if that's not enough for someone, then that person isn't for you. And what changes concretely? Your mornings change. You wake up and that anticipatory anxiety, that tightness in your chest thinking about everyone you need to please today, it starts to diminish. Your relationships change. Fewer friends maybe, but the ones who stay, they're real. Your work changes. You stop accepting the unacceptable. You establish boundaries. And you discover the world doesn't crumble when you say no. Your energy changes because that energy that was constantly being drained to maintain performances returns to you. And you can use it to live, to create, to exist fully. And here's something you need to engrave deeply. You will survive without them. You'll survive without their approval. You've already survived every time you disappointed someone until today. You're still here. You're still breathing. You still have value. You still matter. And you'll survive when you stop contorting to fit the impossible expectations placed upon you. And see, this isn't a one-time decision. It's a repeated choice. Some days you'll relapse. You'll pick up the mask again. You'll perform. And that's okay. You don't need to be perfect at this either. But each morning, you can ask yourself, this thing I'm about to do, is it mine or is it theirs? Am I doing it out of fear or out of truth? So we return to the question from the beginning. How many of your decisions today were actually yours? But now you know something you didn't know before. Every decision can be yours if you choose. Every moment is an opportunity to let go of the weight, to walk through the door, to live your life, not the script they wrote for you. Life is absurdly short, too short to waste being an edited version of yourself. You don't need their approval to exist fully. You already have everything you need. You always have. And when you finally understand that, when you truly let go, you don't just survive. You flourish.